So the title of today's story is The Bear's Clothes. Once upon a time, there was this big bear. He wanted to go to the big city to show off how good his clothes were. So he bought a nice hat, a nice jacket and a sweater, and some very nice shoes. And he starts walking to town, ready to show off how cool he looks with his fancy clothes. Along the way, he saw a crow sitting on a tree. And the crow says, "Caw, caw, where are you going, Mr. Bear?" He's like, "I'm going to the city to show them my handsome clothes." And the crow decided to play a prank on him and said, "Mr. Bear, you want to show off your clothes, but that's not what they wear in the city." He's like, "Really?" She said, "I just came from the city. I know what they wear." "What are they wearing? Please tell me. I want to look cool like everyone else." "Well, first of all, I don't know what you're wearing on your head, but that's not what they wear in the city. In the city, they take a big pan and they put a pan on their head." "Really?" He said, "And your jacket and vest? No good. They just grab a bed sheet and put a bed sheet over them." "Really? What about my shoes?" "Oh, that's the worst. They don't use anything like that. They just put paper bags on their feet." And the bear was so desperate to be liked. The bear was so desperate. He said, okay, thank you. So he thanked the crow, ran home and changed his clothes. He got a big pan, put it on his head. He got a big bed sheet, wrapped it around himself. He got some paper bags and put them on his feet and started walking to town so proud of himself. And then when he got to town, everyone looked at him and said, "What's wrong with you? What are you doing? What are you wearing?" He looked around him and everyone was wearing regular clothes. And now he looked so ridiculous. Everyone pointed at him and laughed at him, and he ran home sad and crying. On the way home, he saw the crow and he got mad. "Crow, you lied to me. You lied to me. You told me lies," he says. And the crow says, "I told you many things, but I never said it was the truth." And the bear learned his lesson. What was the lesson the bear learned? Number one, when you're desperate to be cool, desperate for people to like you, that's when you have to be careful what you listen to. You can't just listen to what everyone says and believe them right away. You have to use your own brain. The old saying is like, what if everyone jumps off a bridge? Are you going to jump too? No. What if someone does something crazy and bad? Are you going to do it too? Of course not. We're not that. We're smarter than that. Recently, there was, I'm not sure it was TikTok or it was some kind of challenge on one of these social media. I think it was TikTok, where they had people walk up on crates. They put a bunch of crates, right? And they walk up on crates and try to see how long you could stand on the top. And that was like a cool challenge. But do you know how many people got paralyzed because of that? Healthy people climbed on the top of the crate and they couldn't stand and they fell down head first, backward, and cracked their backs and got paralyzed. But it was all for social media. In another case, they were teaching people to go around punching people to see if you can knock them out in one hit. You know how many people went to jail because of that? You know how many people got injured because of that? There's all these things on social media and on different things that teach you to be crazy. They convince you to be cool by doing bad things. We have to be smarter than that. Just because other people do it doesn't mean that it's good. Just because other people tell us to do it, we're not going to believe them. We're going to use our own brain to decide. Because in the end, in Buddhism, we believe in karma. What we do, we have to get the result. So if you do something bad, you have to get the result. But if you do something good, you also get the result. So make a good choice using your what? Wisdom. You got it. Okay, Satu.